Good evening, everyone. I'm Loriana Hernandez. We'll have those stories in a moment, but first, their parents exposed them to methamphetamines, but no, it appears the most common strain of the flu going around these days was not included in this year's vaccine. Welcome back. Heath Ledger's family is scheduled to arrive in New York on Friday. I have to follow Fish home, and then he doesn't wait for me at the lights, and that causes problems, too.
That argument's been going on all through the newscast.
Well, all month long, our Health Edge Extra is focusing on keeping kids healthy. Tonight, we're talking about obesity rates. The numbers are skyrocketing. Our shelves are packed with items claiming to do just that, boost your immune system. But they're not cheap. I'm not going to talk about calories, but don't double dip in that sauce when everyone's sick. I just had to mention that. I know it has nothing to do with your sports. A local Marine will be featured in the premiere of a new commercial. Really, win or lose, this team has been through a lot. This has been a tough season, not just because of its record. We're trying to be very supportive.
We should like to guest weather for Fish.
People are so nice.
Are they writing saying that they feel bad? Because you feel good. It's just voice.
I can't. People are so nice.
Are they writing saying that they feel bad? Because you feel good. It's just voice.
I clicked on the button.
And that's okay. As they say, normal is just a cycle on the washing machine. I thought I'd share that with everyone.
Words of wisdom.
I've heard that before.
I had to think about it, but I think you're right.
Anyway, who needs normalcy? Okay, we'll move on now. Austin taxpayers could be coming out of pocket for a new school and renovations for others. The big problem? Overcrowding. And some parents from Austin High want their principal gone. Fox 7's Jenny Lee joining us live from AISD headquarters, where that meeting continues at this hour. Jenny?
It does.
Certainly sounds like an emotionally charged evening. Thank you, Jenny.
Absolutely.
Well, another heated debate, this one in San Marcos tonight. At issue, a proposed ordinance to make landlords more responsible for their tenants. Fox 7's Foti Kalerja is joining us live in the newsroom. And how will this work, Foti?
Well, look.
Police have a suspect in that fire that took Co-op Radio off the air again. A station volunteer. And as Fox 7's Nick Saccone reports, investigators credit a polygraph test and a dog named Pearl for helping track him down. Now, if Feinstein is found guilty of arson, he could face 2 to 20 years in prison and a fine up to $10,000. President Bush making his State of the Union address for the last time tonight, urging the nation to stay confident in the face of possible recession and to be patient in the ongoing war in Iraq. Welcome back. 5 American soldiers killed in a coordinated ambush in Iraq. The soldiers were killed by a roadside bomb in the northern city of Mosul, one of al-Qaeda's cities in Iraq's last strongholds. Insurgents in a nearby mosque then opened fire on other soldiers in the patrol. That led to a fierce gun battle as U.S. and Iraqi troops secured the area. The U.S. military calls it one of the single most deadly attacks on American forces in months. And it comes just days after a house explosion and suicide attack that killed as many as 60 people there. Well, the war in Iraq, one of the big issues in President Bush's State of the Union address tonight. He also talked about the U.S. economy and international trade. An icy pond in Massachusetts almost claiming the life of a young firefighter. He spent almost a half hour in the freezing cold water. Fox's Diana Rocco reports. Wow, a terrifying ordeal. In fact, a day later, Jason says he is slowly getting back the feeling in his hands and his feet. And he's very grateful for his friends and rescue workers that came to save him. He also says he won't be going back on that pond anytime soon, and he recommends that others do the same. Big changes for the 3 children from Florence who tested positive for methamphetamines. They will likely be leaving foster care only to move in with their grandmother. But as Fox 7's Mike Rosen reports, their parents are still trying to regain custody. Welcome back. Apparently it's good to get antioxidants, just not in the pill form. A new study suggesting that most antioxidant pills are just not helping protect against cancer. The Mayo Clinic combined 12 clinical trials involving more than 100,000 people. And they found that taking the pill form of antioxidants played very little roles in decreasing your chances of getting cancer. In fact, many groups, including the American Cancer Society, already made such a recommendation, saying foods rather than pills are key.
We're back up, close to 70 degrees again, both Saturday and Sunday.
Makes me smile. If you're like me and you don't like winter and you're tired of it, the silver lining, you said we're on our way out.
Yeah,
and this is a good sign.
We're getting warmer, and it looks like early, perhaps, in terms of our next 70-degree day. We got one coming tomorrow and one before the weekend's done.
I say we've earned it. All right. Thank you, Scott.
Okay.
Well, the Giants arrived for the Super Bowl, so why is all the attention on the Patriots? And a trotter teaching hoop skills and life skills to area youth. Next in the Fox 7 Sports Edge. Now, getting back to Tom Brady, he had the first practice ending the mystery, but can he really pull this off?
Well, he looked like he was doing okay
going over those little dummies. We'll see.
Okay, we'll be watching. All right, thanks. Hey, when it comes to keeping coyotes away from your cows, apparently the best defense is donkeys, right? Well, one farm family has more protection now. Take a look at JB, the super cute baby donkey, and see how he'll earn his keep. When the Fox 7 News at 9 comes right back. Welcome back. We wanted to end tonight's show with something kind of cute, like a baby donkey. And they're not just cute, but practical. A farm in North Carolina has a new use for them, and it's not what you might expect. Fox's Roy Ackland has the story. Oh, they have been busy. What a cute little thing. Well, the Children's Home recently held a contest to name that baby donkey. The winner, JB, after mom and dad, Jack and Becky.
To round it out on Sunday.
Can't complain. Looks beautiful. Thank you.
You bet.
Well, that is the Fox 7 News Edge at 9. Thanks for making Fox 7 your choice for news. The Simpsons and Family Guy up next. Good evening. We begin tonight with breaking news. Austin police say that 7-year-old boy who was injured at the Nias Charter School 2 days ago has died.
They say he... Now to our other top story. If you don't have the flu, you probably know somebody who does. The vaccine, it's not working too well.
No, it appears the most common strain of the flu going around these days was not included in this year's vaccine. Fox 7's Mike Rosen is downtown with the story. It seems like the flu came out the winner here.
Yeah.
Well, fire investigators say a 2-alarm fire in southeast Austin was deliberately set. It happened early this morning at the Lakeview Apartments on Lakeshore Boulevard. A department spokesperson says that fire started on a second-floor landing outside of the building. No one was paying to live at that complex, but it was used for shelter by some homeless. The building was scheduled for demolition. Welcome back. 5 years ago, a loud boom resonated across half of Texas and debris began raining from the sky.
Today, Texans are remembering the lives lost and the shock of the Shuttle Columbia accident. And Fox's Jeff Crilly is one of them.
That was Jeff Crilly reporting. Well, today NASA honors 7 of those crew members, all of them killed in the disaster. This all happened back in 2003 when the Shuttle Columbia disintegrated over Texas during re-entry. The ceremony was at the Kennedy Space Center this morning and included the astronauts' families and friends. A San Marcos man is in jail tonight after attacking 2 women at Texas State University last night. Texas State Police arrested 17-year-old Geraldo Peña after 2 women reportedly said that they were sexually assaulted on campus. The victims both said that they had been approached from behind, held, and then groped. Police say that those women were able to break free and call police. The university tells us after being caught, Peña confessed that he assaulted more women the night before. Austin is, after all, the live music capital of the world, and February has been designated Love Austin Music Month. We'll tell you all about it next. February is also Austin Music Foundation's Love Austin Music Month. And Fox 7 is a very proud sponsor. Love Austin Music Month recognizes musicians and music businesses that make Austin's music scene unique and a vital part of the cultural fabric of the city.
Lost thousands of jobs.
It is disturbing news for congressional leaders who are already trying to come up with a plan to boost the country's sagging economy. Fox's Jennifer Davis reports from Washington. And for the latest from the campaign trail, all you have to do is head to our website, myfoxaustin.com, and then click on the Politics tab. You'll find candidate trackers, political blogs, and the latest exclusive Fox Rasmussen poll results. Well, moms-to-be tend to worry about having their babies too early, but now there's a way that doctors can better monitor mom and baby. We'll have that story coming up next in your Fox 7 Health Edge. Well, no doubt the excitement is building. For days, thousands of fans have converged on Glendale, Arizona to enjoy some pre-Super Bowl action.
Fox's Dan Springer gives us an...
Well, many moms-to-be are forced to give birth early, putting baby at risk. But doctors now have a test which tells if early contractions are the real deal. Fox's Dr. Joette Giovenco shows us how it works. I bet it was. That was Fox's Dr. Joette Giovenco reporting. Now, the full-term fibronectin test is performed similar to a pap smear, and it costs about $200. For more health news, all you have to do is head to our website, myfoxaustin.com, and click on the Health tab. Once there, you'll find our daily health tip as well as a symptom checker. Hungry? It's about time for dinner, right? Well, if you're looking for some Italian cuisine, you might want to check out La Traviata on Congress.
In this week's Dining Out with Rob.
Some familiar faces will be moving to new places. We'll tell you which local teams will be affected by UIL realignment. And can I say something about all these Super Bowl parties and all the food? I'm not going to talk about calories, but don't double dip in that sauce when everyone's sick. I just had to mention that. I know it has nothing to do with your sports, and so Dave's thinking I'm crazy. Just wanted to give everybody a
food tip during
Food for thought.
sports.
Just don't double dip
Apropos.
ever.
That's true. Thanks. Thanks,
Thank you, Dave.
Back into the 60s.
We're still talking about double dipping over here, but the forecast looks great.
Forecast looks good. Chips, Fritos, just one dip. We're done.
Good weather not to double dip. That's
Is Heath Ledger's former significant other, and today she finally talks about his untimely death. Her reaction next on the Fox 7 News Edge at 5. Here's a little of what you'll see next on TMZ on TV. Britney Spears' parents make their move in court. TMZ has learned that Britney Spears' parents are going to the courtroom that establishes conservatorships for people with severe mental problems. TMZ also caught Sam Lefty last night making a late-night fast food delivery to Britney. To find out what went down in court today, all you have to do is check out TMZ on TV next on Fox 7. The Simpsons on right after that.
And that is going to do it for the Fox 7 News Edge at 5.
Thanks for making Fox 7 your choice for news. Good evening, everyone. I'm Loriana Idnanda. City of Austin employees busted after investigators say they doctored old inspection stickers. Fox 7's Arzo Dos joining us live from East Austin. Arzo, 4 of the employees used them on their own cars?
Yeah, Lori.
Thank you, Arzo. In a Fox 7 follow-up, Georgetown PD Sergeant Jimmy Fennell did not show up to answer questions in an internal affairs investigation into officer misconduct this morning. This after the Georgetown Police Department says Fennell's criminal attorney submitted a letter of resignation for his client late yesterday afternoon. A Williamson County grand jury indicted 34-year-old Fennell last month. Fennell stands accused of sexually assaulting a woman he detained October of last year. The Georgetown Police Department fired Fennell last month for refusing to cooperate with internal affairs, but then rehired him because of a clerical error. The assistant chief says it is very disappointing that Sergeant Fennell chose to resign his position rather than cooperate. Fennell's lawyers have said that his client has cooperated with the department but has chosen to exercise his right to silence. Fennell faces charges of aggravated sexual assault and kidnapping, along with improper sexual activity with a person in custody and official oppression. Well, cracking down on toll runners, Cedar Park police setting up toll road stings in an effort to nab repeat offenders. Fox 7's Foti Kalergis joining us live from the toll in Cedar Park. And Foti, how many people did they pull over today? Thank you, Foti. Some national politics now don't expect to see presidential candidate Dennis Kucinich on the Texas ballot. Today, a federal judge agreed that because Kucinich would not sign a party pledge, the Texas Democratic Party can refuse to allow him on the ballot. Kucinich and his Singer supporter Willie Nelson sued the party to try to get Kucinich on the March 4th primary election ballot. The Democratic Party and the Texas Secretary of State's office have been trying to resolve this dispute quickly. Why? Because primary ballots must be printed and mailed by January 19th to the out-of-state military voters. Also coming up at 5, a missing pregnant Marine now considered dead. The story behind the man police are calling a suspect, and a look inside the investigation when we come back. Welcome back. O.J. Simpson back in custody tonight. A court official in Las Vegas says Simpson was taken into custody in Florida today on allegations that he violated the terms of his release on bail in Las Vegas. Now, that's where he is facing charges that he and several others burst into a hotel room and then robbed 2 sports memorabilia dealers at gunpoint. A court clerk says Simpson will be going before a judge on Wednesday. Simpson was released on September 19th on a $125,000 bond. A federal judge sentencing disgraced track and field star Marion Jones to jail today. She was given 6 months in prison for lying about using steroids and a check fraud scam. Jones won 3 gold and 3 bronze medals in the 2000 Sydney Olympics. She has since been stripped of her medals and her name eliminated from the record books. So you might have food on your table, but there are plenty of Central Texans who don't. The Super Bowl of Sharing kicking off today, and we're back with a live report to tell you how you can take part, and everyone can come out winners on the big day. Well, Super Bowl Sunday isn't until February 3rd, but today you can start taking part in another Super Bowl. It's called the Super Bowl of Caring, a food drive to help feed the hungry right here in Central Texas. Fox 7's Mike Warren is at one of the participating grocery stores with more. Mike, I have a question. Can we all just raid our own pantry too, or do we have to buy those boxes, or can I bring stuff from home and drop it off? Doctors say she could have lost her leg, but thanks to a radical treatment by a Florida doctor, a Miami girl is not only cancer-free, but walking tall. Fox's Allie Gorman explains. Certainly is a blessing. There are limitations to those implants, though. They can only be stretched so far. So if a child gets cancer at a very young age, they might need several implants, which means several invasive surgeries. Now, the lengthening as you saw, is non-invasive, but it will take Bria 2 weeks to recover. For more health news, all you have to do is head to our website, myfoxaustin.com, and click on the health tab. Once there, you'll find our daily health tip and a symptom checker. Well, believe it or not, he didn't say there was snow, but there was snow in Austin today. Some local kids got a taste of it. The Texas School for the Deaf students enjoyed a lesson on the winter season with a little help from a truckload of snow from Austin's Ready Ice. The kids did science experiments, snow paintings, and even learned to make smoothies. For many, it was their very first time to experience the snow, and glad they could do it. Lots of folks are thinking about dinner right now, and if you're headed out to eat, you might want to wait for our next story. Our roving gourmet Rob Balin tells us about Jeffrey's in this week's Dining Out. I'm glad someone stuck up for Romo, even if it's the other team, because, yeah, if any other guy had the chance, they'd go away to Cabo.
And remember.
Well, here is a snippet of what you'll see next on TMZ on TV. Jerry Maguire stars Cuba Gooding Jr. and Tom Cruise get pestered with the infamous "Show me the money" line almost everywhere they go. TMZ witnessing it once again this past weekend at the Katie Holmes movie premiere. For more on this awkward celeb run-ins with their, quote, happy fans, all you have to do is check out TMZ on TV next on the Fox 7 News Edge, and The Simpsons on right after that. I still don't think I got that other thing right, but that's okay. Super Bowl Sunday, good for profits, definitely not for waistlines. Pizza delivery businesses go into overdrive this time of year to meet demand, but one Central Texas gym is challenging its members to opt for a healthier choice and make their own pizzas. Super Bowl, the race against the clock. While players on both teams run the field and burn calories, fans put down calories. Tons of them.
Pizza and chips and not good stuff.
I'm just lazy. I don't like to cook.
But how much damage are you really doing? According to Papa John's website, just one slice of some of their most popular 14-inch pizzas could set you back anywhere from 280 calories to 350 calories. Yes, with those calories, it won't take much to have your workouts go to waste and your food straight to your waist.
Much time as you spend in here, you start ordering pizza, and it kind of defeats the purpose.
Exactly, and now athletic trainers at Lifetime Fitness, like athletic director Edgar Curtis, are challenging everyone to beat a different clock, the clock for pizza delivery. Got the clock? I'm starting it right now. He said it'll be ready in 30 to 40 minutes. Edgar says use that time to make your own healthier version. Our plan, wheat flour, not white flour, topped with veggies and prosciutto.
Basically, it's like white flour, but it isn't bleached, and it has more fiber. Now we're going to start with just adding a little bit of sugar to the water. I've got a cup of water with about a pound of flour.
The sugar feeds the yeast, and that helps the flour rise in short time.
Just going to make a little well here in the middle.
Wow, that's not a lot of flour.
Yeah, I don't need that much.
Add your water to your well, sprinkle the yeast on top, add a dash of salt, and start moving it.
So all I'm doing is mixing it around in the water, and I'm going to start pulling from the sides.
Then press and fold. If you're having a Super Bowl party, the bottom line is you can just make a massive amount of dough and just make as many pizzas as you have for people coming over. Chop your veggies, spread out the dough, top it with sauce, and make it your way.
Okay, what do you want on it?
I want everything. Like you said, when you eat healthy, you absorb more nutrients, so you don't want to eat as much. So we add some cheese, peppers, onions, and prosciutto, and we are set.
You're hungry because your body wants nutrients. You're not hungry because your body wants calories.
Bake it at 440 degrees for 10 to 12 minutes. Moments later, our delivery pizza arrives, and our healthier, low-calorie, high-nutrient version finishes. Let's do the taste test, because I am starved and I'm excited about this pizza. At 159 calories a slice, 1,277 for the entire thing, your waistline comes out the real winner. Let me tell you, everyone, I am getting such a tough time in this studio right now, calling me the Scrooge, and Fish especially, because he's saying, oh, you know, I can order it much faster. It took us the same time to make that pizza as it did to order it. And by the way, if you want that recipe, it's all on our website. And just to give you some more numbers, we checked some other popular pizza places, and here are those numbers, so I can be a Scrooge again. Pizza Hut, according to their website, one pepperoni slice from a large 14-inch pizza comes in at 390 calories. Pepperoni and sausage at 460 calories. So you want that double deep dish, meat lovers? By the way, that's 580 calories. And at Domino's, a similar story, one slice of pepperoni from a large or 14-inch pizza, 340 calories. Pepperoni and sausage, 400 calories. So what about that time you're spending at the gym? These are some steep figures, and with our pizza made from scratch, again, the entire thing, 1,277 calories, nothing refined. Your body breaks it down better. There's high fiber, so you stay fuller longer. All in all, a better decision if your health matters to you. Well, Mike, it is a beautiful night out here. It might not feel like football weather, but the Pflugerville Panthers are fired up about the last game of the regular season. Maybe not about the score, though. If you look behind me right now, Round Rock leading 31-3. But win or lose, there is one player, if you look closely on the field, who stands out from the rest. You could say he is smooth on the field. Pflugerville Panthers energized and on top of the world as they play their last game of the regular season. Regardless of tonight's game against the Round Rock Dragons, the Panthers' next stop, the playoffs.
It's not gonna change nothing really. It's just gonna show the other teams how hard we're gonna play in the game.
This team goes to great lengths, you could say, to bring home a win.
Every game day during 7th period, I go and shave my legs in my house because ever since I started doing it, I haven't missed any field goals. So.
Cade Glasgow says a 7-2 record is worth losing some hair over. We caught up with him as he raced home for the pregame ritual, what he says he'll do until they win state.
So I don't want to mess it up, so I'm going to keep shaving my legs.
Football around here is almost a religion, and you know, we take the games pretty seriously. And
part of that religion, Chris Hello says, taking all sports seriously.
Athletes, we just love to have fun, and we support all each other. Like the football players will come to our baseball games, and baseball players definitely will go to the football games.
Same story for soccer and other sports. Signs of success are everywhere at Pflugerville High. Just ask star swimmer Lacey Bobo.
I verbally committed to the University of Louisville, and I will be signing my scholarship sometime next week.
Students say Pflugerville High is setting the stage for many bright futures with lessons and values that will last a lifetime.
Fighting through any difficulties and troubles that you have in band, like pushing yourself mentally, never giving up.
A message of never giving up on or off the field. Well, and I should mention that touchdown you just saw was called back by a penalty. That's why the score is 3-31, and they're losing tonight. But as for Cade and shaving his legs, he did make his field goal, so that's why the score is 3-31. In the meantime, you should remember they say win or lose tonight, this team is still going to the playoffs. And as for great video, if you shoot it, we'll share it. We're always asking for great video. Upload it to foxhighlightsaustin.com. We'd love to share it with everyone else. Mike?
Pflugerville, smoothest legs in the district.
Pardon me? Yeah, that's right. Smoothest legs, and you really can see it if you. Hopefully, you saw it on the video. And it is paying off for him. But you know, we feel bad because it seems a lot of times when I go to these games, they end up losing.
We don't want to talk about it, but I think we might be jinxing some of these guys.
No. I want to keep doing these. I love these. But one coach came by and said, "You're fired." So hopefully, I can bring him good luck for the rest of the game.
We're gonna
cooperative work that would ensure that the Mexican economy is working not just for the very wealthy in Mexico, but for all people. And that's a policy that I'm going to change when I'm president of the United States.
Senator Obama, we're going to stay with this topic. I want to have John King ask her another question. Go ahead, John.
I want to stay on the issue, but move to a controversial item that was not held up when the immigration debate collapsed in Washington, and that is the border fence. To many Americans, it is a simple question of sovereignty and security. America should be able to keep people out that it doesn't want in. But as you know, in this state, especially if you go to the south of here along the border and in other border states, to many people, it's a much more personal question. It could be a question of their livelihood. It could be a question of cross-border